everyone, and welcome to Test Run. I'm your host, Code Marvelous, and today I am again joined by Steven of the Source Podcast.
Hello.
Thank you very much for coming on, Steven.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. We're taking your Punk's Not Dead Max deck for a spin on competitive Jinteki. Let's see how we do. And it looks like we're up against HB, so that's pretty good for us. Let's go ahead and, are we keeping this opening hand?
I kind of want to keep it because it has money in it. I would say definitely we keep this. We can get our Liberated started this turn, get our Katie started next turn, depending on what we draw. HB is probably not going to push us too fast in the early game.
So we're keeping it?
Yeah, we're going to keep this. I hate having the Levy in the opening hand.
Let's go and toggle the video mode, and then let's give him the good luck, have fun. I moved our cameras into the proper place. Alright, so he's just gonna go for the rush out, it looks like.
I'm assuming that this is just an Adonis campaign.
So we flipped over David and a clone chip.
Okay, so we lost a clone chip, but we got another one. So I say we just stay the course and we just gain a credit, get our Liberated started.
And just hit it twice.
Just click it twice. Yep. Seems good. Yeah, see, it's just an Adonis. We can try to run that next turn, see if it's a Turing. I always do against HB, like trashing Jackson Howard as soon as I get a chance. More so than against any other deck, because you just can't allow them to have a...
So we flipped a Faust and a Sure Gamble, and we pulled another Sure Gamble.
Seems good. Let's run this Adonis campaign first.
It is the Turing.
I say we just click through it and just trash it. We'll still be at 5 for next turn. We can play our Sure Gamble. But we just can't allow them to have this.
Okay, so then what are we pitching?
Probably just a Levy. Like, we already have a same old thing in our hand, and we don't want to be weighed down by that Levy the entire game.
Okay.
Yeah, see, now he's down to 4.
Okay, so on the flip, we lose our other Sure Gamble and a turntable, and we draw a Corroder.
Okay, I say maybe we just play a gamble. We can flush out this Jackson. Just run him straight up. He'll just let us trash it. It's not worth just getting an Adonis campaign back. But like I said, you can't allow them to have a safe beta test.
Right.
And why don't we just get Katie started? We have 2 clicks. Like, eventually her money's going to pay off in this matchup.
And that also gets us down to 4, so we don't necessarily have to play a card next turn if we don't want to.
Absolutely. C-Source.
We get C-Sourced.
I can't see the trace. What's the trace at?
We can't match it.
Okay, so it'll just happen.
So he's going to trash something, and he's going to play Freelancer. That's so funny.
That's bad. Okay.
Okay, so Mimic... Hey, at least the same old thing was down. Mimic and Medium go into the bin, and we get a David.
Yep, let's just run HQ. Let's see what else he's got going on.
Magnet.
Okay. Let's just check R&D.
It's Jackson.
We can't trash that.
And it's Mumbad Virtual Tour.
Oh, and we literally can't trash that. Okay. Let's just gain a credit and shake a tag. We're going to want to shake that tag anyway. Yeah. And also staying below 5, we can just check R&D again next turn. And not have to worry about trashing the Virtual Tour.
Magnet's pretty good, but it's nice and blank against Yogg.
It is.
Alright, so you put something behind the Turing. We got a Data Sucker, we lost a Spooned, and our second copy of Mimic.
Okay. That's fine. Let's just check R&D real quick. We could have played the Data Sucker, but um, Eve campaign, we can't deal with that. Um, this is a tough call. Maybe just gain a couple credits and throw down the same old thing. It's free. So you just throw down his Eve campaign.
Yep. Little action Jackson. So we flip a Parasite and a Liberated, and we get a Retrieval run.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, we are hard up on money. That's is an issue. I don't really want to draw for it because if we start drawing, then we might just draw things that we can't play. Maybe we can draw once. All right. Well, that doesn't really do much for us. We can install Data Sucker, run R&D. That brought us below the 5 credits to trash the virtual tour.
Eli.
All right, so that's going to go on R&D next turn, probably. Play same old thing. Could you open our heap again? Let's see what we got in here. Okay, we still don't have a knifed. But obviously Eli is knifed target number 1. Let's see if he reses this Eve campaign.
He does.
I mean, it's a good res. It's a disaster to trash that for us right now.
So we got our second copy of Crowder. We lost Queen's Gambit and a Deja.
That's a shame. All right.
Do we want to check R&D?
Yeah, we can just keep checking R&D while it's open. Like the single access is kind of a bummer, but another magnet. That's fine. Let's just click for some credits. We can drop the corroder.
What we need is a Yogg, because he's got to be holding agendas in his hand at this juncture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would assume so.
All right, so that's the other magnet.
And he's in the money. Okay.
All right, so we lost a Parasite and another Deja.
And we haven't lost Yogg yet. That's a sad state. Okay. So many of these cards in our hand aren't doing anything. I'm almost tempted to just play this I've had worse.
Okay. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah. Let's do that. Well, none of these cards do anything either. Okay, so he's setting up a scoring remote, but we can't really do anything about it right now. Play Clone Chip. Yikes. Okay, so... Man, that Sea-Source wrecked us. I don't want to play this turntable. It doesn't do that much against HB. Other than MU. Let's just gain a credit and install Corroder. Just cause. It's the cheapest thing we have. Yeah, let's just trash the turntable for now. Like, it's going to be a long time before we can even play enough programs to do anything with this. See, the problem with only having one Yogg. Even Max can't find it all the time. Yeah, so we're assuming that this is Eli over the Eve campaign and Magnet over R&D. At least that's what I'm assuming. I don't know about you.
Alright, so on the flop, we lost a daily cast and a parasite, and we got another daily casts.
Okay, right now we could just... What's in his archives that we know of? Ugh, okay, there's an Adonis campaign and stuff. I was gonna say that we could just run R&D, but an architect would bring back a Adonis campaign, which is a problem.
Yeah.
Um, Draw one card. That's not very good. Let's just install daily casts and gain credits. We're going real slow. Yeah. Okay, now you'll know that we have 8 cards left in our deck. So we're going to want to draw a couple cards manually to get the most out of the max ability. Okay, so he's going to push here. I'm assuming that he'll install an agenda and install an upgrade.
Alright. So we flipped the other same old thing on a data sucker.
Alright, let's just gain a credit, install liberated account, and click it twice. Let's just get our money back in a good spot.
Whew.
The shame is that this virtual tour is gonna eventually
Be a problem.
be a problem. Yeah. It's probably a safe beta test, I'm assuming.
Weird. Unless that's like a mandatory upgrades. Alright, so Yogg's finally in the trash.
Okay, so one thing that we could do this turn is we can retrieval run Yogg and then play legwork and see all 3 cards in his hand.
Okay. Do we want to do that?
Yeah, I think that's good.
And then just play legwork?
Yeah, let's just play the legwork.
Nothing.
Let's clear off this liberated account, just because he can just try to see sources if he wants. This might be a mandatory upgrades. Oh.
Yep. Wow.
That's a problem.
That is a problem.
Now I wish we had that turntable. We could just run server 1.
Right, because we can bring the other David back. Or whatever.
Yep. So yeah, let's just check server 1.
Do we want to use data suckers?
Let's just use data suckers here. Yeah.
Do we want to match it?
How much is it for?
4.
No.
Not 4 additional, just the base 4.
Oh, the base 4. I would say no. We can just run back in.
Do we want to run again?
Yeah, let's just run again. Let's see what's in there. It's probably just a campaign or something. Yeah, let's trash it though. We're already in here. Yikes. Okay,
Because now he can just windmill agendas.
he can. Yeah, so... Gosh, this is painful. We can... I don't want to poke R&D, but...
Well, keeping in mind, if we run R&D, after like putting a daily cast down, we can bring up the medium at the end of the run to be below 5 credits.
That's true. But then... Yeah, you know, we could do that. Why don't we do that? That'll be fun. Because we're assuming one of these is free. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just jack out, and we'll knife it next turn.
This is an interesting deck that this guy's playing.
I've played against him a few times before, and he always has some kind of strange take on
HB.
some strange take on HB.
That's
Yeah.
exciting, though.
Yeah, no, it's cool. C-Source Freelancer.
Yep, here it is. If he C-Source, he's going to C-Source Archive Memory Freelancer and get rid of both. Same old things.
Yeah, probably. Or just our money, if he's that kind of guy.
No, he's going to get rid of the archive. Oh, no, he's going to get rid of the money.
Money and yeah, that's probably a smart one. Okay, let's just play knifed on R&D.
We're not paying money, right?
No, we're not paying money. And then we'll nope, not successful run. Let's get the medium.
I know you're in here. There you are.
Yeah. And look at that, the most credits we can have without having to trash that virtual tour. Let's just run again before he, defends everything. That's all annoying.
I want to know where his agendas are.
Yeah, they're somewhere. They're not in his hand, right? Yeah, we saw every card in his hand.
They're not in his hand.
Mandatory upgrades is so powerful if you can score it. Yeah, that pet project is sitting out there. See, that would have been so nice to have that turntable. Just run that naked pet project.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's worth noting that we can just continue hammering R&D now.
We can. We can try to race him.
Oh, no, he's going to put something in place of it.
Did he draw a card?
No, I don't think so. So it's got to be that vanilla. Do we want to
Yeah.
check R&D?
Yeah, let's just check R&D.
Yep. No. There, an agenda.
There we go. Now, the question here is how much do we run? And we probably have to run quite a bit. The problem is if we dig ourselves down to only having, no credits,
Yeah.
then he's just going to install that architect,
And then we're going to have a real
and then
problem.
and then eventually we're going to have to levy.
Okay,
So I think maybe we can run one more time.
okay. Let's see what we find. Because we are seeing 2 fresh cards.
Yeah, we are seeing 2 fresh. And right now, with this mandatory upgrades, it's really important to try and
See agendas before he does.
yeah. Yeah. No, well, luckily we didn't have the money to accidentally do it. All right, well, that's good.
Ooh.
See, this is that painful thing. It's like I almost want to run again, but
I don't know. What do you want to do? I mean, we know that R&D is just chock full of nuts.
yeah, let's just run again. Let's just go for it. I mean, our odds in this game, if we don't win this way, are really low. Okay, and let's just gain a credit.
Yep, and it was a campaign, not an agenda.
Yeah, well, we knew that he didn't have an agenda, right? Unless he had pitched one into the archives, and could get it back with the pet project.
Yep, there's the purge and the install of the
Yep. All right.
architect.
So now we're probably just going to gain 4 credits. There's no point in running his hand because we know there's no agendas in there. So now he just drew another Adonis campaign.
He's drawing through all the cards that we saw.
That's smart. This is what, like 2 architects or something? Or another vanilla and an architect?
Another vanilla. Alright.
We might just want to gain 4 credits, honestly. Like,
we don't want to try to levy.
well, the thing is, if we levy, which we're going to do, we'll levy next turn, but I want to still have money left over after we levy.
That makes
Like,
sense.
yeah, because then you just draw a handful of cards that you can't play. That's what I'm saying, where it's like really tough. So that's an Ash. Is that 2 upgrades on there?
Yeah,
we saw- so it's the virtual
It's a virtual tour.
And that's the Adonis in server 3. And then he's overwriting that one. Interesting.
Do we want to give that a look?
We could give it a poke.
Oh no, he didn't apparently mean to overwrite.
Oh, okay. He meant to probably put it in server 1.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is going to take a while to fix. This is when Octagon was so easy, right? Like fixing the mistakes like this.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Did it have 6 left, or?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Alright, let's just Deja Vu Levy, I guess. It's painful, but we'll do it. Install Daily Cast, click for credit. We didn't run, so we can't see sources yet again.
Look at all that money.
Yep. I mean, we weren't going to fight him economically in this game anymore. We were way too far behind. See, like right now, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the struggles with this deck. Is that right now, just tagging people is so strong.
Right.
So...
what's going on?
Yikes. Okay.
Okay.
All right, we have a handful of garbage.
Oh, we never cleared the tag. He just trashed the daily casts.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is bad.
We're in bad shape.
We're in real bad shape. All right. There's nothing in HQ. Okay, so our options are gaining a bunch of credits. We could click the concede button, but no, we're not going to do that. Yeah, no, this game's been over for a while.
That early C source just
totally wrecked us. Yeah.
It kind of tipped us off balance.
Oh, totally. All right. There's no point in running HQ. There's really nothing good that we can possibly do. The painful thing is, see, this is what I'm talking about going low on money, is that right now he can't res an architect on R&D, but he can res Ash. So he can't break these vanillas and trash Ash. So the best thing we can do is just gain money. And then just wait for him to draw a 3-2.
Oh, come on.
I mean, unfortunately, that's
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the scored mandatory upgrades is pretty rad. I'll give him that.
It is rad. No, like I can never be mad. One thing in this game is that I generally like we were talking about like a casual mindset and stuff. I never really go on tilt in this game. Like, sometimes bad things happen, but it's like I can never be mad at a scored mandatory upgrades.
All right, so he just drew a bunch of cards. So he actually just gave us the ability to potentially pick agendas out of his hand, because those are all fresh cards.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, he'll probably install any agenda that he draws.
Well, right, but he just drew 3 in a row.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so there it is.
But depending on what that is, we could get in twice. Do we want
Probably
to check
not.
it?
We can check it. Yeah. At this point, like, this is an important thing to recognize in Netrunner, which is playing to your outs. And this is our outs right now. Like, just hoping beyond hope that...
Do we click through? No,
we can't, no. Just... Well, we also can't really break this, because it's just going to be an Ash. Yeah.
So what do we want to do?
We can just run HQ a bunch of times. It's probably our
out.
Yep. Adonis, though. How many of those does he have in this deck? Probably 3.
Here it's a pretty good card.
It's one of the best.
I think it's curtains for us, Steve.
I think for certain it's curtains for us. I honestly, like, I've played this deck enough to know
when it's time to start playing taps.
Yeah.
Like,
and honestly, losing the Liberated and Katie Jones
early was
super
rough.
Was just death, basically. Sorry, spectators. All right, well, you know what? I was gonna say, I was really hoping that this is this another mandatory upgrade. Was it just the agenda that he drew?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. These draws haven't been great either. All right. I mean, literally the only thing that we can possibly do is just run HQ. I mean, we're not going to win the game.
But we could get an agenda.
We can get to 6. Right? Probably not, but hey, who knows? Maybe he has real 5/3 in this deck that has mandatory upgrades in it, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, no.
I would say chances. If I was Magic 8 Ball, I'd say the outlook is grim.
Yes, that's also what we'd say about this game.
Yeah.
I have kind of like toyed with the idea of okay, so he literally has nothing in his hand. It's an Adonis, it's a Ash, and it's a Mega Memories. So now's the time to type GG.
Balder. No.
Unless this is a splash government takeover. There
we go. Global food.
Nice. Oh, that was painful. Yeah, that's the thing with this deck. This deck is really look at all those vanillas. Vanilla is such a good card that like it's unbelievable because we can't parasite all those vanillas. If we do, then it's this huge win for him. And then what? Paying 5 each time we run into R&D.
Yeah, it's awful.
Like
for an investment of 0 credits.
Yeah, vanilla is I think like
Tremendous.
An outstanding card. Yeah, like I don't see like I'm putting that in my HB deck too. Like I used to be splashing wraparounds and stuff, but now I took those back out and put a Caprice back in.
Why not have a wraparound that is 0 and still does the same thing where it says install your corroder, this is terrible. Like
yeah, I mean, or install Parasite, but it's like in my mind as an HB
that's
player,
a win. That's a win.
If you keep Parasites away from Eli's,
yeah,
then I'm super happy.
Yeah.
So, all right, well,
Steve, thank you very much for coming on the channel.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. I wish our game could have been less painful, but it happens, you know?
You live by the Jinteki, you die by the Jinteki. Everybody, check out The Source. You can find them online. A&R The Source on Twitter, and they're also on iTunes. Check out the podcast. It's really good content. And until we see you all again, always be running.
Thank you. Bye.